Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on some everyday magic. You know, the incredible tech that lets you talk to your phone, your smart speaker, or even your car. Let's find out how the trick is really done.
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about it? You talk to it in your normal, everyday language. You might use slang, you might make a mistake, and somehow it just gets you. How on earth does it actually happen? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into. You see it in simple ways all the time. You could ask your Google Assistant, just in casual Hindi, "Kal ka weather batal," which is just tell me tomorrow's weather. And bam, there's the forecast. No special codes, no weird commands, just your words. Or think about this one. You're typing a message, "I will call you," and before you can even finish, it suggests the word later, right? It almost feels like it's reading your mind, but really it's just predicting your language. And this magic goes way beyond just your keyboard. When Netflix scans through reviews and viewing habits to recommend that perfect movie for you, yep, that's the exact same technology at work. See, these aren't a bunch of different tricks. They're all powered by one single massive idea: natural language processing.
So, we've seen all the cool things it does, but what exactly is it? Let's get to the big idea behind it all. Okay, so at its core, natural language processing, or NLP for short, is the part of AI that basically acts as a translator. It's the bridge that lets computers, which think in very strict, rigid code, understand the messy, complex, and kind of beautiful way that we humans talk. And the basic concept is actually really straightforward. You give it an input, by speaking or typing in your normal language, and the NLP system works its magic to produce a meaningful output. That could be an answer to your question, a translated sentence, or even an action, like playing your favorite song. All right, now for the really fascinating part. How does a computer actually take a sentence you say and figure out what you mean? It's not just one step, it's a whole secret journey. So let's follow a sentence and see where it goes. So this journey has 5 main stops along the way. We're going to walk through each one, but just think of this as the blueprint for how a machine learns to understand us. It starts with the absolute basics, just the words themselves, and builds all the way up to figuring out what we really mean. Each step goes a little deeper. The journey always starts here, with lexical analysis. This is the simplest first step. The machine takes a sentence and just chops it up into individual words or punctuation marks. Each of these little pieces is called a token. So students are studying NLP becomes 4 separate tokens. At this point, it's not about meaning at all. It's just about identifying the building blocks. Next up is syntactic analysis, which is also called parsing. Now, this is where the machine basically puts on its strict grammar teacher hat. It checks if all those words we just identified are in a sensible grammatical order. The student goes to college? Yep, that passes the test. But the college goes student? Nope, that's grammatically all wrong. Right now, it's only about the structure. Then we hit step 3, semantic analysis. And this is where it gets really interesting. A sentence can have perfect grammar, but still make absolutely no sense. I love this example: hot ice cream. Grammatically, it's fine, but logically, it's nonsense. Semantic analysis is that reality check. It's the stage where the AI asks, okay, this is structured right, but does it actually mean anything? Okay, next, the AI has to learn that sentences don't just exist on their own. That's step 4, discourse integration. This is all about connecting the dots from one sentence to the next. So if the AI reads, "Mina is a girl," and then the next sentence is, "She goes to school," this is the step where it figures out that she is Mina. This is absolutely critical for understanding any real conversation. And finally, we get to the most advanced level, pragmatic analysis. This is all about understanding what we really mean, beyond the literal words. So when someone says, "Can you close the door?" they're not actually asking if you have the physical ability to do it. It's a request. This final stage is what helps the AI figure out the real-world intention behind our words. So, if the process is so neat and structured, why does my Alexa or Google Home still get confused sometimes? Well, it's because our language is, frankly, incredibly complicated. Let's look at why this is one of the toughest challenges in all of AI. Let's start with a huge problem for AI. One word can mean completely different things. Take the word bank. Are you talking about the side of a river, or are you talking about a place with money? For us humans, the context of the conversation makes it obvious, but for a computer that just wants clear, simple rules, this ambiguity is a massive headache. And this ambiguity problem gets even trickier. It's not just about single words. Take a look at the sentence. I saw the girl with my binoculars. So, who has the binoculars? Am I using them to see her, or am I looking at a girl who is holding her own pair? The sentence structure itself is ambiguous, creating a puzzle that pure logic just can't solve on its own. And then, of course, there's the ultimate human trick, sarcasm. Saying one thing and meaning the complete opposite. When you say, great, internet फिर से चला गया, or great, the internet's down again, any person around you knows you're annoyed. But in AI, it sees the word great and can get totally confused. And honestly, the list of challenges just goes on and on. Think about it. There's slang that changes by the week, idioms like break a leg that make zero literal sense, our constant spelling and grammar mistakes, the millions of different accents, not to mention all the languages in the world that have very little data for an AI to learn from. It just proves that human language isn't a neat rulebook. It's a living, chaotic, and always changing thing. So after all of that, what's the big takeaway here? Well, it all comes back to that idea we started with, the idea of NLP as a bridge. And this slide sums it up perfectly. You have these two completely different worlds. On one side, there's our language. It's flexible, it's messy, it's all about context. On the other side is computer language. It's rigid, it's precise, it's unforgiving. You miss one little semicolon in your code and the whole program breaks. NLP's massive job is to somehow translate between these two opposite ways of communicating. The really incredible thing is that every single time you talk to a device and it actually understands you, that bridge gets just a little bit stronger. So the real question to think about is this. As that bridge between us and our machines continues to get stronger, how is our world, our work, and maybe even how we connect with each other going to fundamentally change?